Don't fuck up. Don't fuck yourself. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I'm your host, John Hauser III. And with me, finally back from the dead, is
Saucy Soren Markwire. Daddy's home, babies. The tens
What's
of you
up,
who are
man?
wondering where I've been, I'm just been working on some shit here. So
Yeah, how you doing, man?
just we're toughing it out, living the dream.
Nice. I am doing all right. You'd be very happy and proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday I smoked a pork shoulder.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I haven't done one in a while, and I mean, I haven't done one.
It's hard to keep them lit.
For real in a while. Like I've been doing the I'm just gonna put it in the Instant Pot, or whatever.
There's no shame in that.
No, of course not. No, not at all. Because there's a difference. There's a difference.
Oh, definitely. But
most of the time when you just want it, you don't feel like doing it all day. Instant Pot's great. Add a little liquid smoke, not a lot. It's fine. But I did, I fucking did the thing. I woke up early. I put it on the smoker. I let it smoke for about, 6 or 7 hours. And then I pulled it and put it in the oven to finish. Cause at a certain point, the oven's going to stay even. And I don't have to keep going out. It only takes on so much smoke after 5 or so hours. And, whenever I was supposed to wrap it is when I just popped it into the oven and then I just let it go.
I mean, that's what I do too. I mean, like Harry Sue, the multiple time Memphis and May barbecue champion says, BTUs is BTUs,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and even
you're only going to get so much flavor from the smoke.
And even heat is the key, right? So I'm always literally up and down on it. It's like, all right, I've got it at a good spot, and then it just drops. And you're like, all right, now add a little bit of something, and then it's too much. And then got fuck with the holes, and it's just the whole thing of it. And that's the fun part, right? Like, it's like, all right, we're going to do it. We're going to stay together. Keep with me, baby. Like, we're all right.
Modulation.
Yeah. And that whole thing is the hard part, but the fun part, it's all right, I think I'm good, and I was in the zone pretty much. I think I only dropped down once or twice. But my problem was I was going over a lot. So it was like, trying not to get too sooty, which thankfully I didn't, or too, you get that taste, like that.
Oh, the acrid. Yeah. The dirty smoke taste.
Yeah. I avoided that. And I was just doing, a couple here and there, pieces of charcoal, couple here and there, chunks of wood, just letting it fucking do its thing, trying not to get too much smoke. Cause when you got it too smoky, that's when you get the acrid stuff. But yeah, it turned out really well. Everyone was happy. It pulled really nicely. The thing I enjoy about doing it the oven way is at the end there's so much juice left over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I just put it in a Dutch oven, and then just let it go.
Yeah, just rock a foil pan.
Yeah,
less dishes.
But keeping it covered keeps more of the liquid in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So then it kind of basically, for all intents and purposes, after a certain point of liquids in there, you're kind of just braising it. And that's fine as well, because you don't want to have crispy pulled pork.
No.
Does that make sense? So, it steams all out, and then all the liquid comes out. And then when you pull it, you can pour that in at the end.
Just reincorporate it. Yeah.
It soaks it all. Yeah. It soaks all up.
That's the power move, man. Like reincorporate all that fat. I do mine in a foil pan when I put it on the smoker.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't want to lose any of that stuff because it goes back into the meat. Because pork it can get dry really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see any point in risking losing all that liquid.
So you're sacrificing bottom flavor?
Yeah, basically, because I do it
bottom
fat cap
smoke?
up, and
okay.
Generally once the cap starts to split, and it gets to
how much of the fat cap do you take off?
None.
Really?
I go in straight raw dog just as it comes out of the package, and I don't do boneless.
Yeah, I didn't do boneless, but like
No, I just
you don't butcher it?
no, I pull it out of the package and I will dry it off with some paper towels, and
Okay, so tell me why.
because I like the fat, because it's more moisture. And so I do, like, I pull it out of the cryovac and just dry it off with some paper towels, and I do a yellow mustard, just a thin layer around the whole thing before I rub
I
it,
did the same, yeah.
and I let it sweat out for about an hour
Oh,
with
okay.
the
What's that for?
just to let the rub start to soak in and let the salt penetrate the.
Oh, hold on. You mustard and then rub.
Yeah. Mm.
I thought you were just like letting the mustard hang
No, no,
out
no, no, no.
for an hour.
No,
I was like, oh, that's
the
an
mustard
interesting
is a
technique. I've never heard of
binder
that.
to hold the rub on.
Yeah.
And
The mustard's the glue.
yeah, basically. And then the vinegar and the mustard helps a little bit. It's not real noticeable in the final product, but I think it helps with the absorption of the salt, the little bit of vinegar in the mustard.
Yeah, it gives it it gives it a little bit of a bridge.
Yeah, and I'll let the rub hang because I have 100 different barbecue rubs.
Sure.
And so it just depends on my mood that day, what flavor profile I'm shooting for as far as, the final product goes. But I mean, in the end, that doesn't really affect it a whole lot other than the salt factor,
Mhm.
and helps with the bark. And then I just I let it hang out and get some temperature on it because I don't like throwing it on cold because it takes way longer to cook.
You let it come up to room temp before.
Yeah, I season it and let it hang out for about an hour at room temp, and then I put it on once the pit's up to temp and just let it rock.
Mhm.
And I can use with my barrel smoker that I have, I can usually get one up to where I want to chuck it in the oven in about 4 hours.
Okay. What is your temp that you go at on your
the
smoker?
one I have, well, I have a couple, and one's at my parents' house, and the one I have here runs really consistent about 275 without having to fuck with it.
You're going that high.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going like for the first few hours just 225.
Now I like a higher because pork butt's really forgiving.
Right.
Because it's got so much intramuscular fat. It's really, you can hammer it pretty good, and it's not going to dry out.
Right.
And so I run about 275. I put the screws to it because that's basically with the air inlets on this smoker. I'll have to send you a picture of it.
Yeah, I would love to see the pictures of it. You talk about it a lot.
It's basically 1 inch like steel pipe that goes. It's a 55-gallon drum. Okay, just try to do theater of the mind here.
Yeah,
with
it's
me.
the thing that you put bodies in.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's the Gotti special. But no, it's a 55-gallon drum, and it's got two inlet stacks that run basically the length of the height of the smoker. They start about 2 inches off the bottom of the barrel, and they curve up and go up to the pretty much level with the lid.
Okay.
And they're about 1 inch pipe, and they have like plumbing ball valves on them.
Okay.
So you can adjust the airflow, but I leave them wide open because it's very small. So the air comes in from the bottom and convects out the top through a stack that's in the lid.
In the middle, not at the end.
No, it's on the top of the barrel. It's literally the like the metal lid that goes on a 55-gallon drum, but it's got like a 3 inch. It's basically like a truck exhaust tip.
Okay.
It comes up about 1.5 feet out of the lid.
Yeah, you got to send me pictures of this damn thing.
Yeah, and it creates an upward convection from the bottom because the fuel is in a basket at the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
That's made out of, what expanded
metal
metal is?
You got a 55-gallon drum, and it's not cut in half.
No, it's vertical.
It's a stack.
It's literally on wheels.
Gotcha. So it's like a vertical smoker, almost like a Komodo.
Yeah, but it's made out of
But it's made of yeah.
yeah, and
It's steel.
there's
I got you. Okay.
the grate sits about 8 inches underneath the lid
Okay.
on some standoffs that are like inside the barrel just to give it
Hmm.
something to perch on.
Sure.
And so it like feeds air in from the stacks and then up out the top. Uh,
Only one level.
yeah, only one level.
Okay.
The other one has two, but that one has three stacks on it and it runs way hotter.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
but this one, I mean, I could literally so the fuel, you know what expanded metal is? Like a catwalk floor.
Yeah.
So the fire basket is basically a cube with no lid on it made out of that.
Okay.
That's on little feet. So it sits about an inch and a half off the bottom. And I dump charcoal in it and then wood chunks on top. And I light that and start that going to get some temp into it. And then once it's up to temp, I put the meat on and that thing just burns from the top to the bottom for about 6 hours.
Okay.
Never have to touch it.
So you don't add as you go.
No, I don't have to.
You just put the right amount in.
Yeah, I also use a very specific kind of charcoal that burns really efficiently.
What kind of charcoal?
It's called B&B competition briquettes.
I've seen that. Yeah, they sell that at the
It's a big orange bag.
Yeah.
They're about 4 times the size of your average like Kingsford. And so you can run a basket. The basket is about a foot tall. It's probably 12 by 12 by 12.
Okay.
So you can fill it up about 3/4 of the way with charcoal and then throw probably some, I buy the chunks of wood from like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They're on average, they're about 3 by 3-ish.
Yeah. Those are
And I'll put like one in each corner of the basket. And then I get the fire going. I use these things called tumbleweeds, which are basically like,
the little wood
shavings with paraffin on them.
Yeah.
And they burn for like 10 or 15 minutes to get the fire started. Mm-hmm. And I'll let that hang out for probably an hour to get a good like bed started on the top of the basket. Sure. And get the wood putting off some smoke, and then I'll put the meat on, and I basically throw it on the grate, shut the lid or put the lid on, open up the vent, and let it rock. And I'll check it about every 2 or 3 hours.
After that first initial round of wood is done, you don't add any other
wood? No, because at that point, it's getting all the smoke it's going to get. So at that point, you're just cooking it.
But doesn't the wood burn up early?
No, because I use hickory and it's really dense. So it burns really slow. Okay. And it doesn't burn like flames. It just smolders.
Yeah.
But it smolders hot enough that it doesn't get like dirty smoke. It's like a clean, like blue smoke. And so I just basically throw it on there and just let it ride. And
wow.
They're way more efficient than like an offset smoker.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check out those briquettes because normally I don't like briquettes. I like just natural charcoal.
I don't like lump. I think it burns too fast.
It does sometimes. It depends on the stuff you get. Like, because sometimes you get that piddly shit. It's real thin.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
When I go to BJ's, you can buy a bag of that shit for $20 and it's fucking gigantic.
Oh, we have a BJ's now.
And it's a giant bag and it's only $20. But the fucking chunks of charcoal in are huge. And that's what I love. So normally I'll get the big stuff and put it in my my drum. Cause I have a drum with an offset, but I have it's just rolled steel. It's not actual drum cut.
Yeah.
But it's that size. And then there's a little offset smoker box on the side that I rarely use because that's only for kind of.
It's good for long cooks.
Cold smoking, basically, because it's hard to keep a good hot temp going on.
Yeah,
with the fire that far away to the right.
And thinner steel doesn't maintain temperature as well. So
right. So my barrel one is thick as fuck. Like it's heavy as shit. The other one's not as thick, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But I'll put down just the big chunks of coal and then do a chimney, burn up a paper bag to start it. Like, and then once that gets going, then I dump it on, let it get hot. Then I'll add the wood. Then I'll let that kind of go and start get going. Then I'll add the meat and then go. But it's all same thing kind of, but yours is probably a little bit more efficient. You've done it a million times more than I have too.
Yeah, you should try
So
using your
that's why I'm
smoke
taking
box or
notes here.
your firebox at some point doing an offset cook. The key with those I found, because I've cooked on those a bunch.
I've used it a couple times. It's just hard to maintain.
Don't close the door.
I always feel like I don't. I keep it
I usually
open the whole time.
like a buddy of mine has kind of a smaller one that you could buy.
I don't have a door. I have just one of those.
Okay. It doesn't have like a door where you can feed it.
Yeah. I wish it had a door where I could feed it from the side. Yeah. It's basically a small grill.
Okay.
That attaches to the side that I
Gotcha.
never use for a grill. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
But that's what it's for. It's named a smoker box, but maybe I just need to buy a new one and just piss that one off. Because I just got it. I got that thing for Father's Day. I think maybe my second Father's Day or third Father's Day. I've had it for a long time.
Oh, that's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been at least 13 years.
Because your boy is about an adult at this point.
We don't need to talk about him. It bums me out. Do you see pictures of him? He got his hair cut and he's all grown up looking at
It's
shit.
crazy.
Doesn't have glasses anymore. I'm like, man. He was on the show a couple weeks ago, and that was really fun to do.
I bet.
Just talking to that ding dong. But yeah, like I've had it for a while, so I'm sure I could find something that would latch onto it.
So if you're looking for like a something that you can do as far as almost like a barrel type that's fairly budget friendly, generally it's like a Home Depot, Lowe's kind of thing. It's a brand called Oklahoma Joe's.
Okay.
And they make one called a Bronco. And it's basically...
Oh, I wouldn't be getting a new grill. I would just be getting a new smoker.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a side smoker. Okay.
No, this is this is a vertical smoker, but it's fairly heavy gauge steel, and it's sort of like the barrel that I have, but it's
does it attach to a grill?
You can use it as a grill.
I'm saying I'm keeping my grill because my grill
gotcha.
is fucking 4 foot long, and it's big as shit. And I have this little smoker barrel attached to the side.
Sure. Okay.
The smoker barrel's only maybe 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
It's small compared to the big rolled steel, like heavy steel, grill / smoker.
And Weber also makes one called a Smoky Mountain.
Yeah,
and they're pretty solid.
I wish I could remember the brand that I have my grill of, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get into some food news talk. I don't want to bore people with us sitting here, like getting into the granular elements of smoking, but I do love doing that. Like, I love talking shop with you because you know so much more than me. And I have taken,
and I'm still a fucking amateur. I just,
I mean, that's what
I just play around with it a lot,
though, right?
It's
what everybody feels like. It's crazy. Let me see. Food news. Okay, so you're a TikTok guy, right?
Yeah.
You're still a TikTok guy?
I scroll.
Okay. You might have seen this. There's a new TikTok thing going on, and I'm only doing this because it's so fucking dumb that it's dumb, but there's no way it's not good. Okay.
All right. I'm intrigued.
Whether it's caramel topped with sea salt or baked brie wheel with fig jam or bacon wrapped dates, sweet and salty pairings always work. It's not a new idea. This flavor combination has been trendy for years and years and years. And then millennials and Gen Z they've really like fallen in love with that sweet and salty kind of juxtaposition.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, ice cream with salty pretzel, dark chocolate bars with chunks of bacon. I love that combination too. Like
Oh
I've
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have been my late night snack on the weekends, and this is totally just like I don't give a fuck if you judge me. Not you. I know you won't judge me, but everybody listening. I've been eating really good caramel popcorn with I've been just cracking salted peanuts like out of the shell, and then two pieces of peanut, two pieces of or one or two pieces of popcorn.
Oh
And it's
fuck yeah!
so fucking good together.
You're
You know,
making fucking fiddle faddle in your
yeah,
mouth.
exactly. Exactly. But like because I like it because the salted peanuts are so salty.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's so fucking good. Um yeah, so I love that kind of stuff.
So yeah, in the South, I'm not sure if you've ever encountered this in your travels around the food world, but in the South, a thing that I learned about in probably eighth grade, because I'm not from the South and I'm not indigenous to this area,
Mhm.
is people putting salted peanuts in a Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah. I've seen that before. I've seen that in people doing that in Coke. That's a big thing in like in Georgia.
Yeah, down here it's Dr. Pepper because
That's
it's
wild.
Texas.
Because of
In
course,
Texas,
because it's
fucking
Dr. Pepper's
yeah,
everywhere.
Dr. Pepper's a blood type here, so
um, and
including myself.
I get that, but it also seems gross because I'm like, I would need to put so much like I would rather just put the salted peanuts in my mouth and then just take a swig and then chew it up and switch it together.
To be fair, I have tried it, and it's not
Oh
terrible.
no, I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying like every video I've seen they put like 7 peanuts in the fucking soda bottle, right? And
Oh
then
yeah, no.
then you're like, that's not enough salt to offset that. Like,
Oh no, these are the 2 for $1 salted fucking peanut Lay's peanuts you get at the corner store in a 20 ounce of Dr. Pepper, and they dump the whole motherfucker in there.
oh
They drink
wow.
about 2 or 3 swigs out of the bottle, and the peanuts go in, and it's literally just a bottle of peanutty Dr. Pepper. And it's almost like, have you ever had boiled peanuts?
Yes.
It's sort of that sort of textural vibe.
After they start to get a little soggy,
Hmm,
because they can get soggy.
Yeah, it doesn't take all that long either with the carbonation, I think. But
How do you feel about boiled peanuts?
I don't mind them. I like the spicy ones.
I've never had the spicy ones. The only
They
time
kind of remind me of slightly undercooked beans.
yeah, the only time I've had them was when I've made them at home, and I'm not ever sure. And I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I'm never sure whether I've done it right.
I think the key with that is like boiling the living shit out of them and just letting them steep.
Yeah.
It's sort of like when you cook crawfish.
Well,
When you boil crawfish, the cooking part is not the important part. It's the resting afterwards. Like people boil crawfish and season the fuck out of it, but they take it off the flame and let it sit in a covered
see,
pot for like 30 minutes.
I'm also from a state that does crab all the time, so we steam crabs.
That's
I'll boil 'em
true. Yeah.
because boiling seafood's fucking gross.
I like boiled
If
crawfish.
you but you can still steam crawfish or boil crawfish, but don't do it long. But then you hit it with more spice at the end, and don't waste. Like I've seen those videos, they throw fucking 30 pounds of spices and shit in the fucking water, and none of it gets in the food because they're only fucking
it
boiling
makes
that
a
shit
difference.
for like.
I promise you it does.
I don't think it. I don't. I'm not disagreeing with that. It makes a difference. I don't think it makes as much of a difference. I think they're wasting a ton of fucking money.
I know, but I've seen lots and lots of like blue crab prep and cook and stuff like that, and I know they do. Once it comes out of the steam, or before it comes out of the steam, they hit it with a bunch of dry spice, and it kind of gets on your fingers, and that's sort of the
Well, that's part of it too.
the move is when you're
apart, you
picking
get-
it.
Yeah.
You get the seasoning off the.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Dorito dust.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just complete side note, we're just gonna take a fucking left into fucking Flavor Town for a second. I had Doritos this week, and I gotta look these motherfuckers up. They're like taco Doritos, They are the best Doritos I've ever had in my
Oh, no, no.
life.
Put me on this because I want to know.
Dude, they're called late night loaded taco
Oh,
Doritos.
yeah, I've seen those. I
You
haven't
can
tried them because I bought a bag and the kids ate them before I got a shot.
you can taste the fucking lettuce.
That's
It's
bananas.
really weird. It tastes like
Uh,
it tastes like eating an old school Taco Bell taco.
yeah.
And
Add to list.
yeah, dude, like I'm obsessed with them. And like I love a fucking Cool Ranch taco. And so last week Crosby didn't have D&D. We were in for the night. I was gonna do something, but I got Leanna. She loves her some sour cream and onion chips. Grabbed Crosby Takis, and then I was like, "Well, I want some caramel popcorn this weekend." I grabbed that. I got the. Have you ever had the Creators bagged?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
I like that shit that comes in a giant bucket.
Uh,
Like the fundraiser
yeah,
popcorn.
it's Creators. Cretors.
I've heard of the brand. I've just never encountered it. So
They've had it at Safeway now for probably the last year. So they do a caramel corn, they do a cheese, they do a mix, and then now I guess they're doing a Dubai style, which
yeah, I'll have to
I haven't
I'll have
seen
to
it.
check.
But
Down here, the Safeway is Tom Thumb.
yeah,
So I'll have to check and see if they have it.
their caramel popcorn has like a double layer of caramel on it. So it's like, you know, when you're eating the tub ones and you get that one real good caramel corn,
Yeah.
that
Yep,
one,
Yep.
it's like that, but a whole bag of it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So it's got like a fucking shell on it.
I'll have to look for that.
Yeah, it's good. But what were we talking about again?
Taco
it was salty
Doritos.
and sweet. Yeah, but the taco Doritos are awesome. They also had, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting them because the other ones were so good. Doritos that are flavored like buffalo wings that have been dipped in ranch.
Ah, yeah, the mashup
like,
ones. I've seen those
look
too.
interesting. So
The
I'm gonna
problem
get those
is
tomorrow.
fucking Doritos are so expensive now.
These were super cheap. They were on sale for fucking, I think it was either $2.50 or $3.50 a big bag.
Huh. I
Yeah.
have to keep an eye on the sale ads.
But this stupid TikTok thing that I'm seeing is a viral Pringles chocolate trend.
Mm.
So have you seen this?
I've had them and they're delicious.
No, you have not, because it's not what you think.
Oh, okay.
I've had chocolate Pringles before too, but this is not what that is.
Oh, okay. Educate me.
Okay. So TikTok feeds now are, full of this weird content thing where you basically take Pringles, fake potato chips, potato chips that have been mashed potatoes that have been turned into potato chips, I guess is how that works.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It's extruded potato chips. It's not real potato chips.
Why they're also
But
uniform.
still delicious. Also very underwhelming. They don't have enough seasoning on them. They drive me crazy. I always get in the mood for them, and then like Leanna be like, "Oh, let's get these," and they have a lot of crazy flavors, and you're like, "Hell yeah!" And then it's just they're not good. But
The hot ones, Pringles, are good.
are they really?
Yep.
Okay, I'll
They're
check them
fucking
out.
spicy too.
So basically, there's a person. They have, let's say, regular Pringles. Then they melt chocolate, and then they dump the chocolate into the can.
Oh Lord.
Yep. So it's called the Pringles chocolate block. So to do the thing, you need your chocolate of choice and a tube of Pringles. Content creators often use a full-size container of Pringles for visual effect, but smaller single-serving tubes would be easier. You melt the chocolate in 15-second increments in the microwave, because actually microwave and melting chocolate's a really good way to go. Then you just pour it into the container, and then you need to, tap it to help it get around. You're going to need a lot of chocolate to fill that fucking thing up.
Oh shit.
Then you fill it up, and then you put it You got to leave like an inch or two, I guess, a space, and then you put it in the refrigerator until it's solid. And then, as you would think, how easy do you think that would be to get out of the Pringles can?
That sounds like an incredible pain in the ass.
You are right. Every video I've watched, they gotta fucking cut it. And you can tell the funniest ones are the ones that have been clearly edited where they have it like a push pop. And I'm like, there's no fucking way that you're doing that. There's no way that you're pushing that from the bottom.
Oh, no, no. The
you
fucking
cut the bottom
foil
off
liner in that cardboard tube is going to be...
The best way that you could do that would be to cut the bottom off, or maybe not cut the bottom off, but you got to take all the chips out, spray that bitch with Pam, put them back in, and then put the chocolate in, and then cut the bottom off and try to push it out. You know, you got to grease the sides. The Pringles are weirdly not that greasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to regular potato chips.
They're pretty dry.
So, yeah. So, like, there's not a lot of, like lubrication on the side. So you'd have to add it. But,
that sounds like an incredible amount of work for fucking stupid shit.
So once it's set, you remove the lid, cut a 2-inch slit, and then kind of peel it like it's a Pillsbury crescent roll tube.
It's like eating a fucking one of those drumstick fucking ice cream cone things that you gotta peel away the
but you know how
paper.
like you pull the Pillsbury dough things and it pops?
Yeah.
And like
I hate that shit.
Oh, are you one of those people?
Fucking
we've had this conversation.
Yeah, I don't like having to disarm my food.
Come on. Anyway, but you do this and you don't have to worry about it exploding. You're just peeling the cylinder off the chocolate. But what's funny is they're like, all right, now enjoy your fucking 2-pound dick of chocolate. Like, it's just a fucking cylinder of chocolate. So, like,
I'm going to be fair. This is probably the dumbest shit.
I've seen people try to cut it with regular knives. I've seen people try to cut it with fucking butter knives. I've seen people hit it with hammers. I've seen people use hacksaws. It's really funny. The hacksaws actually work really well. So, but if you have a good bread knife, it's serrated, so it just would do the same thing. But I think the trick is to cut it into like 1/4 ounce.
Wafer thin.
Wafer thin would be better, but it's so much of a pain in the ass. 1/4 inch. I mean, some of these people are cutting this shit 2 inches thick, trying to fucking eat it. And it's so stupid. And then at the end, they're like a mouthful of fucking chocolate. And it's like, okay, yeah. But the chocolate to potato ratio is so off at that point.
Just fucking melt some chocolate and dip your Pringles in it. Call it a day.
So here's my thing. Just fucking just put them all on lay them all out on a tray and just drizzle the chocolate over top of them
and let it set up.
Yeah. And then you have
that's the version
ones.
I've had.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty banging.
My mother does a thing where she does like saltines.
Oh, I've had that done with Ritz crackers and peanut butter.
Well, she does saltines, and then sometimes she'll melt toffee on it and then chocolate. And then sometimes she'll just do dark chocolate and then crushed up candy canes on top of it for Christmas.
It's like peppermint bark.
Exactly. It's peppermint bark, but with fucking saltines. Because my mother loves shit like that.
Yeah.
She's like, it's country-ish. I'm like, yeah, sure. Because my mother thinks she's from the country and she grew up in fucking Baltimore for the first 50 years of her life.
It's quaint.
It is quaint, but it's very much my mom's aesthetic. And I dig it, and that's fine. And every time she makes it, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to eat half this box.
Yeah, this friend of mine, she back in the day when we'd have parties at the house when I was married to my ex, she would bring over, like I said, it was Ritz crackers, peanut butter, sandwich Ritz crackers, and then covered with chocolate. And they were fucking amazing.
Oh, the already made Ritz crackers with the peanut butter.
No. She would put she'd make the sandwiches and shit and then melt the chocolate and stuff. It was a little tedious, but the end product was fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah, I bet. All right, next story. So, have you ever heard of a man named Emeril Lagasse?
Bam.
So, the hedgehog of cooking is, you know, he's an older gentleman at this point. I don't think younger people know who he is anymore because, he kind of just bounced off of the network that he created.
Yeah.
Basically,
he sort of like disappeared into the ether.
But he bounced out like almost 20 years ago at this point.
Around the same time as Mario Batali got all getting fucked up.
No, Batali was on for years because he was on Iron Chef and shit. Like, Lagasse just pieced. I think he just burnt out. I think I remember him being on.
I mean, he built a fucking empire and said deuces,
Well, and then lost it all. He fucking lost every penny.
I guess I didn't catch that part, but
yeah, he got screwed by his financial manager. All that shit that you buy that has Emeril Lagasse's name on it, none of that money goes to him anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he got really screwed.
Keep that in mind.
He's still fucking rich and whatever, but like, for the people that don't know who Emeril Lagasse is, I think we did an Emeril Lagasse episode, a chef episode. I'm pretty sure.
I'm fairly sure you're correct, just in my listening history.
He built the fucking Food Network. Like, he was the guy that popped off that made the Food Network what it was. Like, I can't even describe it to you. Like,
well, I mean, he had that whole educational show where you had the audience members in there asking questions, and I can't remember the fucking name of it now because I'm old. But
so if you look up Chef episode number 5, he's that one. But Emeril, who I had ups and downs with in the beginning, I loved him. Then at another point, I hated him, and then at another point I felt sorry for him, and now I find myself watching old episodes of his show like kind of his comfort because it's quaint and cool to watch. But like, so to describe him in a nutshell, he was on, there were a lot of like local cooking shows. There was like, a lot of public television shows. Like Julia Child had a show where she would highlight other chefs, and there's a really good episode of him on it that I talked about less than 3 months ago, where he comes on and shows like how to do a New Orleans style boil, like a crawfish boil. Speaking of crawfish, and then he was so good at just being on screen. The burgeoning Food Network was like, oh, well, we need people that look good on screen. Let's get this guy. So he had a show that was literally like a one camera. This guy's just going to talk to the camera and he's going to make food and talk about it. And that got really popular. So then they gave him a show that was live. It's called Emeril Live.
That's the one.
And it was live every fucking night. I think 4 nights a week.
Oh, that shit was in heavy rotation in my house.
I think it was Monday through Thursday. And it was literally a live show at like 6 o'clock. And he would do a live show. And he would cook for people. And people, like, he was kind of in the round. Like, I think there was a couple hundred people there watching.
Yeah, and he'd have a panel of like audience members that would try the food and shit.
Right. And God, I don't. Who knows how much those people paid for those fucking tickets to get that?
Probably a mint.
Because this was in New York in the Food Network in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was like a rock show. Like he would say, "Oh, we're gonna put some more butter in it," and fucking 200 people would be like,
"Fuck yeah, butter!"
Like he would fucking throw spices at shit, and be like, "Bam!" and fucking the whole they would go insane.
It was like the food version of open up this fucking pit.
Right. Like you see Beat Bobby Flay and everybody's at the top and they're yelling and shit. Those people are faking it. they're told there is a applause sign. You can tell that it is faked enthusiasm most of the time. These people that would go to Emeril's
That's
shit,
like fucking Oprah.
yes, they were fucking fanatical about it. And so when he would go bam a lot, he would throw a spice mix that was his spice mix. And, everybody could kind of figure it out, but he just today or like a week ago came out and just basically was like, yeah, this is what it is. This is kind of the ratios. So, and it's funny because he's known for New Orleans because he took over Commander's Palace.
Yeah.
You know what his claim to fame was? The thing that really made him famous? That's really weird. The thing that made him chef famous, not superstar famous. The thing that made him famous that then got him known as the chef of Commander's Palace. Because when he took over, everybody's like, okay, that's weird. Because he was real young. I think he was in his mid to late 20s at the time, which everybody was like, what? Because Commander's Palace was like...
Oh, yeah, it's an institution.
Right. He won a food competition by coming up with his own Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, dude. And you can find it somewhere. I remember looking and being like, one of these days, I'm going to fucking make my own Worcestershire
still
sauce.
Have not found anything to parallel the Worcestershire that comes from the UK.
Oh, yeah, you've talked about that, though.
Yeah, the real Leon Perrin. That shit, I would drink that shit.
Okay, so there's a place near me called Culinary Architecture. We might be hearing about them in the future. The lady who owns it is awesome. It's basically a community hub / restaurant / dry goods store. Also wet goods, also freezer stuff. But like you walk in, they got a giant table. There's a million fucking cookbooks on the bookshelves around. That's the first room. Second room is like they got some little like refrigerated what do you call it? Like that you can see through and see the food inside of them. Like what are those?
Gotcha. Yeah. Like the gondolas, like.
Yeah, but like they're like deli cases almost.
Okay.
So they're kind of like deli cases, and they got their, they're prepared. They make their own like sausage rolls. They have like smoked fish stuff, that kind of shit. But then they have baked goods, that kind of stuff. And they do, sandwiches, a lot of easy to make kind of to go stuff, coffee, tea, drinks, that kind of stuff. Then that's that middle room. And then the back room, which is longer than both of them, is just accoutrement. Like they have a section of chili crisps and it's like fucking 30 different chili crisps.
Wow.
Mexican chili crisp, Japanese chili crisp. You get a chili crisp. You get like that kind of shit. But they have a thing that I've been eyeing up for a month, and I think I'm going to get it this weekend. It is like a small batch Worcestershire sauce that like, this looks so fucking cool. Cause I'm a sucker for packaging too, so the packaging's really good. But yeah, that place is awesome. They sell breads. They have a freezer section that's like, you can get like really, really good golden chicken stock, like that kind of shit. Like the place is fucking awesome.
Gotcha.
Hopefully we will hear more from them in the next couple of weeks.
Hint, hint.
Hint. Yeah. Anyway, Worcestershire sauce. But yeah, Emeril is, he's been talking to people. And so his spice mix was called Essence.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Essence.
Yeah.
My Essence. So he would put this shit on jambalaya, blackened, whatever, blackened fish, blackened chicken, anything blackened, but then any Creole and Cajun thing, because he moved to New Orleans and then became obsessed with that place. And then like he opened his first Emeril's in 1990. And then that was his signature spice blend. He kind of put it on fucking everything, right? So basically he was saying that his essence sometimes also referred to as like his version of Creole seasoning.
Yeah.
It's super simple to put together at home, but it was funny because you could always, once the show got big, you could buy fucking, like you could go to Safeway and buy a bottle of essence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So basically it's a blend of paprika, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, onion powder, cayenne spice, dried oregano, and dried thyme. Not anything special, right? Like
nothing revolutionary.
No, it's almost like a very general barbecue spice. Like it's like a rub, it's like it's missing a couple things, but it's kind of, whatever. So what he said is you don't need to measure exact amounts of each spice to make the blend. Different chefs and recipes make Creole or Cajun season differently. But as long as you know that it's paprika, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, onion powder, cayenne powder, oregano, and thyme, and at the baseline, you start with equal amounts of each component. There you go. Right?
Yeah.
Tablespoon of each. That's probably the best way to start. If you like how that is and you love it, stop. If you don't,
tweak it.
You think it needs a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, then just add it. But write down the measurements that you're putting. You're like, oh, well, I'm gonna add another teaspoon of this. So then you can just write it down, and then you got your own Emeril's essence mix. You know what I mean? So it's just really cool that he was just like, all right, look, it wasn't like it seemed like this big fucking thing, but it really is just
when you're making money hand over fist, you don't want to. You keep your cards close to the vest.
I mean, dude, that guy was fucking selling pans. His name is still in pans, and that's the thing. Like, he doesn't make any money from the pans, and there was something, I forget what that was.
I remember because after Emeril Live, I think his like regular syndicated show was Essence of Emeril.
Okay, so there was Essence of Emeril. That was the first one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then there was Emeril Live. At one point, he had 3 or 4 different shows going on.
That's with Food Network, that tracks.
He kind of got blown up by Tony Bourdain because Bourdain in his early books talked so much shit about him.
Really?
And yeah, so like he kind of fell out of favor because the cool guy talked shit about him.
Yeah, I listened to Kitchen Confidential as an audiobook years and years ago. So that I don't know if that he was.
Oh, there's a whole chapter at the end of that book, basically just devoted to shitting on Emeril.
Yeah, I just remember that fucking audiobook was life changing for me.
Like, it was great. Yeah,
and the fact that he read it was the best part.
Yeah, I say that I have a fucking goddamn Bourdain tattoo.
I had a COVID mask with his cook free or die logo on it.
Oh yeah, I have the chef.
That's the same logo. Yeah, the cook free or die logo.
It's just a skull chef with a knife in its mouth that's bleeding. Yeah, that wasn't a drunken decision, or should I say, drunk from the night before, early morning.
I respect it.
Yeah, I still love it. I got it as an homage to my brother who also had a bad skull tattoo on his left.
All my tattoos are bad.
Well, kind of weirdly itching for a new one. I haven't had one since I got my vegetable sleeve done.
Is that new?
Kind of like
what?
Your vegetable sleeve?
That one.
What, this?
Because I remember seeing all your hot dogs and stuff, and
yeah. No, I got this like.
I guess I just never noticed it before.
It's got to be 10 years.
Yeah, all my tattoos are just shitty fucking, Friday the 13th tattoos and stuff.
Well, this one cost me so much money that I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm good for a long time. It's been almost 10 years since I got this thing, but it's a half sleeve. It's got all, local Maryland vegetables. I got bullseye radishes, tomatoes, green beans, fish peppers,
pretty dope.
Eggplant, kale florets, red onion, blue potatoes. There's all kind of shit on the back that I forget that's in it. I think there's corn somewhere.
Yeah, no, I see the corn.
There's corn right there. Yeah.
No, I dig it.
I always forget.
I dig it.
people are like, "Is that corn on your arm?" And I'm like, "What? Oh yeah." Because the only thing I really see are the tomatoes, but I got a little blue crab right in here.
That tracks. Yeah.
Tucked in there just for, And I always hear people go like, "Why isn't the crab red?" And I'm like, I don't want to
Because it's not cooked.
cook. I don't want to cook crab.
If I stay out in the sun too long.
yeah. But then there's always people that are like, "Why don't you have a meat tattoo?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? Like that would be the grossest. Like just a bunch of raw meat tattooed on my fucking arm. Like, could you imagine? It's like
That sounds.
This is a porterhouse. This is a T-bone, but don't get them mixed up. T-bone's in a porterhouse, but porterhouse in a T-bone. Then there's filet. I got this ready."
No, that's more my wheelhouse. I think
this is a tri-tip.
It's just a brisket on my
yeah, and it's like it's like meat wad. It's just like a fucking red glob of shit. And you're just like,
I'm a certified moon master.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking like, this is a pork chop. I mean, I got a hot dog. I got the hot dog to offset the vegetables.
It's all about balance,
My next tattoo is gonna be something stupid, I'm sure, but I'm starting to get the itch. I haven't had the itch in a while.
Yeah, me too, but it's expensive. So
yeah. That's the thing. I gotta figure out what I want.
Like I said, all of my tattoos are shit because I paid shit money for them.
I got a buddy who has paid good money for good tattoos and still has shit tattoos and is very proud of them. Like he would just go in and be like, that. And like literally he had no idea.
Oh, just wall flash.
He would just be like, "Yep, give me that. Give me this. Give me that." Like his whole body's basically.
It was fucking everybody I knew in high school because of there was a cop in the town that I grew up in that they pissed him off, so he quit and he opened a tattoo shop on Main Street, right in the middle of this historical town. And every motherfucker I knew, as soon as they turned 18, walked into that place and just picked some shit off the wall and said, "Let's go." And it was all bad.
Well, my buddy would he just had the itch and he just fucking would do it every week almost. Or he would wait for it to heal and then get another one, wait for it to heal, get another one. His arms are covered. His legs are covered. He got a giant panther on his back. He's got the ugliest like nurse face tattoo. I don't even know why he got that. And he's like, "Check out my new tattoo." And me and Leanna literally busted out laughing at him. We're like, "That's the worst tattoo I've ever seen." He's like, "Well, the guy wasn't that good at faces." But like, yeah, he's got some tattoos that are awesome.
Portfolio first.
Then he moved to fucking New Mexico during COVID, and then hands, arms got tattooed. Like the only thing he really doesn't, he's got some neck tattoos. He doesn't have, I don't think he'll ever do his face. He's too vain, I think, to do the face. So he's still got little spots here and there. I think he gets.
Yeah, I strategically picked all my spots so I could cover it up for, jobs.
Yeah.
I don't have anything, but it's all my legs and my chest under my shirt. I don't have any actually, I don't have arm tattoos or anything.
Yeah, I got like this one and this one. These are on my forearms. And then like, I don't want to cover up any more of my freckles because I'm like, that's kind of what I hated when I was a kid. And I've come to terms with it for being a redhead. So I'm like, I don't cover up my arms anymore. So that's why I did only just a half sleeve. So I might just kind of fill in this side.
Yeah. Maybe get some constellations.
Welcome to fucking old man tattoo talk, everybody. Anyway, like I would say take that as a base if you want like a Cajun seasoning, because it's not really that Cajun. I think the only thing that actually makes that sort of Cajun is the cayenne pepper.
The cayenne, and honestly, maybe the paprika a little bit.
You want to know what the most overrated spice in all of history is? It's fucking cayenne pepper. I don't like cayenne pepper because it's just straight heat most of the time. And it doesn't. I mean,
in moderation, depending on the recipe. Great. Yeah, but if you just want a little back burn,
When's the last time you ever put your finger in your mouth and put it in cayenne pepper and then put it back in your mouth?
Oh, no. It's always been just a little dose in like a pot of gumbo.
But there's tons of like ground up chilies that I'm like, oh hell yeah, and then taste and then.
Oh, like, definitely. Yeah.
Because I like the fruitiness or like whatever the spices with it, or the
Like
smokiness,
Chipotle and
right.
you know,
It's spicy, but it has flavor.
flavor. Yeah.
Cayenne is just like,
It's capsaicin.
right. Which is why I don't like most hot sauces made with that. Like, yeah, just kind of tastes like vinegar that's hot. It doesn't taste like peppers. So, but, taking paprika, salt, garlic powder, black powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, dried oregano, and dried thyme, and mix them together, I would honestly take
The fact that there's
half
no
of the
garlic
cayenne
in that
pepper.
is bizarre, but yeah.
It is. It's paprika, salt, garlic powder,
Oh, I missed that part.
black pepper, onion powder, cayenne,
Okay,
oregano, and
okay.
thyme.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
glossed over that part.
And then there's other things you could add to it, and that would be great. Like so.
You know what's funny is like all these fucking TikTok viral bullshits. Have you ever seen Stale Cracker?
No.
So he's this Cajun dude, like Cajun as fuck. He was literally a fucking retired like Louisiana state trooper who has like this bleach blonde mullet and shit and wears overalls with no shirt and fucking
Okay.
and he blew up on TikTok and they basically fired him from the fucking state troopers because of it.
Oh shit.
And but he's turned it into a brand.
Of course.
And he's now just absolutely like killing it. And
That's
he
cool.
has this I guess he partnered with somebody, made a seasoning called Cajun Two Step. And that shit is legitimately fucking delicious.
Wow, that's
and
cool.
they sell it at Walmart. I don't know if it's made it there yet, but it's here. And it's legitimately fucking awesome Cajun seasoning. And it was built off a fucking TikTok channel. And
what's it
Cajun
called?
Two Step.
Cajun Two Step.
Yep. Stale Cracker. It's cracker with a K.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Cracker.
Yeah, he's actually pretty fucking funny. And but he legit he's a Cajun cook. Like he does like his whole channel is like him doing like etouffee and jambalaya. He does all these charity events too, where he makes he cooks all these giant fucking pots of like he calls it pastalaya. It's basically jambalaya with pasta, and but he feeds like firefighters and shit, and like
that's cool.
And but he's legit. He's pretty entertaining, and he built a brand off of that, and that seasoning is actually pretty fucking good.
Nice. You know who's entertaining and also has a brand?
Who's that?
Paul Hollywood.
Oh, from the British Baking Show.
Yeah. So this is the last story. It's going to be quick. I'm not going to digress. Basically what this comes down to is he's told about a myth of baking that people should stop believing in. And there are a lot of them. But this is one, and I was actually kind of surprised because I was like, oh, I kind of do that sometimes. I haven't done it a lot lately, but sometimes I do it because I thought it did a certain thing, but it doesn't. He said you shouldn't sift your flour. There's no reason. So, and I was like, wait, what? But he was like, he explains that although you see sifting flour listed as a step in bread recipes, he said the myth goes back to the 1800s and the 1900s when there were weevils in flour. So you had to sieve it. And if you didn't sieve it,
get bugs in your bread.
If you don't know what weevils are, they're bugs. So you would sieve the weevils out. Weevils would live in the flour and eat the flour. And back then people didn't give a shit if there were bugs in it because they would just all cook out anyway. But he's like 99% of the time you just throw in whatever the fuck you want, all the flour, and just mix it together with water, and the water hydrates it. But my thing was I always thought it was to sieve it because I learned that in culinary school. You always sieve it. But the reason was there were always like rock hard pieces of flour that somehow had gotten some sort of moisture and then solidified, dried out, and they were like little rocks almost.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense that like after a while those little rocks would just get hydrated as well.
Right.
Like they're part of the dough. Like they're not
You're
gonna.
not going to find like a crack rock of flour in your bread.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna be. Yeah, you're not gonna be biting into it and be like,
Why does this bread
oh,
have
my
gristle
tooth.
in it?
So gross. Oh man. Can you imagine like a fucking you take a bite and there's literally like a piece of gristle like from a
To be
like
fair,
really
I
gross
have
steak?
experienced
Oh,
flour
man.
weevils before.
Oh, me too. When I was a kid, we would get them in the flour because my mother didn't bake a lot, and she had our flour in the summer kitchen.
That's why I keep my shit in the
just
freezer.
Bugs would get into it. So like, yeah, I mean, she's never baked. My dad baked, but it was very few and far between. So
yeah, when I lived out in the boonies with my ex, there was every bug you could imagine out there, and if you left your flour like in dry storage, it was like. And I've also read that like the like the eggs and shit are already kind of in the flour, and
oh yeah. So here, for anybody unfamiliar, weevils are tiny beetles. They're the size of a pinhead that feed on grains, usually attaching to they infest grains and they attach to a crop before it even reaches the supermarket shelves. Although some bags of flour you can buy at grocery stores still very occasionally contain them. Modern processing tools like impact machines can kill 99.5% of the insects and eggs in harvested grain. Several other factors, including better storage practices at home and improved packaging, means you'll find weevils in flour less often today than you would, even 40 years ago when I was a kid. If you do spot these tiny bugs in your flour, you can technically still use the ingredient, although it's better to buy a new bag of flour. To eliminate the weevils, freeze the bag for 4 to 7 days, then sift it. Then you're good, which is wild. But, there's so much other stuff in flour.
It's nature, dude.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, guys, like people need to get over a lot of that shit. Like, why don't you have gloves on? Go fuck yourself.
Dude, there's entire cultures that eat bugs for fucking as protein,
Yeah. I've etten bugs. Like they're fucking delicious. Who cares?
Get over it.
Yeah. Powder on those motherfuckers. Let's do it. But, so, was there any other reason to sift flour? It's like basically no. It doesn't. It looks fluffier before you add the liquid. But then once you add the liquid, end
result is the same.
Yeah. So, and if you're making like angel food cake or chiffon cake, that doesn't help. It's a technique thing. It's not my flour's fluffy. Like, so there you go. And that's the end. Let's get the fucking shit done. Let's get out of here. I'm done. I'm hungry. No. I was actually really surprised, like, because I would say 50-50, depending on if I have the time or not, I would sift it. Because most of the time I'm getting pretty decent flour these days. Like, I'm not just buying a bag of shit flour and then just throwing it in there. I'm getting
that
some nice
Colombian shit.
Yeah, I'm getting that good flake stuff. I'm getting like the nice bags of flour that got like the zip tops and shit, like their Bob's Red Mill shit or whatever, or like, what is it? King Arthur flour. They like when I make my pizzas lately, I've been doing double tipo flour in a nice bag. It's all fucking fancy and shit. But, most of the time I just don't do it. And then sometimes I do. Like, it just depends.
I don't bake a lot. So, to be fair, most of my flour gets used for like thickening shit. So,
but the more you think about it, you're like, oh, there's no need for that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about a roux.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, yeah, not going to sift it for that. It's just going to get hydrated by the oil, or I don't know. That's not really hydrated, but
cooked.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Anyway. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast. We really appreciate it. If you could, please rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Like if you're listening to us wherever right now, just give us a 5-star review. You don't have to review us. Just give us some stars or whatever. If you want to review us, that's awesome, because you, as a person who listens and likes our show, can describe it to other people and say what you think is funny or interesting or informative about our show in a way that we definitely couldn't, because you're the person that likes listening. So try that, and it would be awesome. It really helps us out. We don't pay for advertising, and word of mouth is another way to get it out there. And just tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell that weird dude on the corner who just bangs pots and pans together. Maybe he's just looking for a new podcast. Who knows?
You know.
Yeah. So thank you very much. We'll be back in 2 more weeks to talk to you about more food stuff. And for the Rude Cooking School podcast, I'm John Hauser III. Don't yuck my yum.
And I'm Saucy Soren Marquardt, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, no weevils in your flour, motherfucker.
No, sir.
All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody. Peace.